Bonjour Français 2. Dans cette vidéo, nous allons commencer à apprendre la leçon 2 avec le titre Armel a un nouveau copain. Armel has a new friend. In the picture behind me, you will see that I have several photos, the bitmojis that represent les expressions avec être. Les expressions avec être. Être is the verb to be, and this is why I have here a picture of a bee to remind you that it's the verb to be. D'accord? And here are some emojis to represent expressions with être, like to be late, je suis en retard, être en retard, or to be busy, être occupé, je suis occupé, or to be on time, je suis toujours à l'heure. Je suis toujours à l'heure. D'accord? Let me start by sharing my screen and we will start with the leçon. Voilà, leçon 2, partie 1. Armel a un nouveau copain. Voilà. Voici les cibles d'apprentissage. I know I can use the verb être, to be, and the conjugations for different subjects. I can communicate about what various people and things are by using the verb être. I know and can use various expressions that contain the verb être. I can communicate what people are currently doing by using the expression être, en train de. D'accord? D'accord, les expressions avec être. Let's start with learning the conjugation of the verb être. So go ahead and start filling out your lesson notes. Être means to be, okay? You will see it here, the conjugation table. It's the verb être is conjugated with expressions, but I'll start with the simple conjugation of the different forms with different subject pronouns. So répétez and fill out the lesson notes. Je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, meaning I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we all are, you all are, and they are. Of course, they could be also elle with S. So, je suis, tu es, il est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont. And these expressions will go over in details in the following slides. Now, let's look at the command form or the imperative form of the verb être. Here we conjugated it in this slide in the present tense, like I am now, you all are now. But what if we're saying using the command form or l'impératif when we are giving orders to someone, right? The imperative forms of être are irregular. Sois logique means be logical. So when we do use a command form, we do not use the subject pronouns as in here the present tense. This is why we have the subject pronoun between parentheses, because we need to know which person we're addressing without actually using the subject pronoun. Sois logique means be logical. So sois is a very irregular form of être in the command form. Ne sois pas en retard. Do not be late. Soyez gentil. You all. Be gentle or be nice. But we drop you, right? Be nice. Same thing. Soyez gentil. Now, in the negative form, ne soyez pas ridicule. Don't be ridiculous. To address a group of people, including yourself, soyons optimistes. You use soyons, meaning let's. Soyons optimistes, let's be optimistic. So we have sois, soyons, soyez. 3 forms of the conjugated verbs in the imperative or command form, as opposed to 6 forms in the present tense. D'accord? Okay, continuons. How to agree with someone using the expressions with être? How do you agree with someone? We use the expression être d'accord avec. For instance, but we have to conjugate être with the appropriate subject pronoun. For instance, if you are using vous to talk about a group of people, to ask them, do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? We say, vous êtes d'accord avec moi? So notice that être has been conjugated in the form être for vous, because we say, vous êtes d'accord avec moi? Or do you agree with me? Now, how to say what someone is currently busy doing? We use the expression être en train de plus infinitive, meaning to be in the process of or currently busy doing something. For instance, to say you are busy studying right now, or you're in the process of studying, we use nous, and then we conjugate être, sommes, and then we add en train de étudier. Nous sommes en train d'étudier. Okay? D'étudier means studying. How to say what belongs to someone? You say être à. We use the expression être plus à plus name of the person or stress pronoun. For instance, par exemple, à qui est cette montre? So here we use the à, qui, à plus qui plus est. So here is à, here I'm going to connect them, and here's être conjugated. À qui est cette montre? Whom does this watch belong to? Or who is it for, right? Or whose watch is it? Okay, so how do we answer this? Elle est à Patrick. It is for Patrick, or it belongs to Patrick. Elle est à. Elle n'est pas à moi. Elle n'est pas à moi. It does not belong to me. So we conjugated être with à, and here we put ne pas around être. How to talk about being on time? Okay. We say être à l'heure. Of course, we have to conjugate être again. Être à l'heure meaning to be on time. Être en avance means to be early. Être en retard, without pronouncing the day, to be late. Être à l'heure, je suis toujours à l'heure. I'm always on time. Être en avance. Mes amis sont souvent en avance. They are often early. Être en retard. Aujourd'hui, tu es en retard. Today, you are late. Tu es en retard. You are late. Okay, let's look at them again. Être d'accord avec is another expression actually with, no, we just looked at it. Être d'accord avec. Je suis d'accord avec ma mère. Être en train de plus infinitive. Here's another example. Il est en train de travailler. He is in the process or busy working. Now, remember how we spoke about expressing belonging to someone or to something using être à? Here it is. Le poisson est à lui. The fish belongs to him. La carte d'identité est à Jennifer. The identity card belongs to Jennifer. Être à l'heure, to be on time. Les étudiants sont à l'heure aujourd'hui. Être en avance, to be early, early bird. Madame Hannah aime être en avance. I do like to be early to my appointments all the time. Être en retard, to be late. Le lapin est en retard. Il est en retard et il court. Il court. Okay, let's learn now c'est versus il est. When do we use c'est? It is. When do you use il est? He is. Okay. When to use c'est? We use c'est when it's followed by a name. When to indicate it is or he is. In French, there are rules, some formulas to recognize when to use c'est and when to use il est. So when we have c'est plus to say it is someone, we say c'est plus name. For instance, c'est Juan. It's Juan. C'est Juan. When we have c'est plus article plus noun, like this. C'est un copain. The article here, it's the indefinite article un. And then noun, it's the copain, copain. C'est un copain, he is a friend. Also, the third condition when we use c'est is when we have c'est plus article plus adjective plus noun, like so. C'est un copain sportif. C'est plus article plus adjective plus noun. C'est un copain sportif. Also, we use say plus possessive adjectives like mine, my, your, his, her, hers. These are possessive adjectives, like so. C'est mon copain. Now, in the negative form, we say ce n'est pas. Okay, same rule, but we put ne pas around the verb être in its conjugated form. Keep this in mind. Now, let's compare to when do we use il est. Here are the formulas. We use il or la when they're followed directly by an adjective. Example, il est sympa, he's nice. Elle est intelligente, she is smart. Il est jeune, he's young. And the plural form is ce sont. Ce ne sont pas, that's for say, by the way, not for il or elle. So here we have the negative form ce n'est pas, plural form of c'est is ce sont, or in the negative ce ne sont pas. Now, compare these conditions when we use il est and versus when we use c'est. It's like a equation that you can follow that simplifies your job. C'est is also used with mon and ma, like in the possessive pronoun. C'est mon copain, c'est ma copine. It's my friend. This is my friend. This is my friend, or it's my friend. Note that the negative and plural form of c'est is ce n'est pas. In the plural, ce sont mes copains turns to ce ne sont pas mes copains. Now, note the two ways of referring to professions. Voici Madame Rémy, elle est architecte. So, if we choose to say elle, we have to say elle est architecte, the profession right away. If we use c'est, we have to add une, the article, plus architecte, the noun. D'accord? Refer to the previous slide. If you are confused, or of course you can come to me and ask me questions. I believe we come here to the end of this section of leçon 2. I will see you in the following video. Please make sure to view again the video, repeat as many times as you needed to get to the proficiency you would like. D'accord? And be expecting to do some activities that will go along with this video and these slides. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.